Welcome back. Updates this video. I had a cinnamon pretzel today. Moving on. I want to tell some stories of injuries I sustained as a wee lad to become the grizzled specimen you see before you today. So fun fact, I've broken both my arms, and the first of the two was at a YMCA. And for one reason or another, I found myself here at a YMCA daycare at the top of the slide, and this dork ass kid just kicks me down the slide. And I'm just barreling down this hole in a very Looney Tunes-esque manner. And what could I do? I had to just take the L and sit there for like an hour before my mom picked me up. I got to pick my cast color though. Now the second arguably worst time I remember so vividly. I was watching Danny Phantom at my grandparents' house, and I was on a computer chair watching Dragon Ball AMVs on the computer or something, I don't know. My dad calls me over and I don't know who I thought I was. I stand up and just hurl myself out of this chair. And so you see, the funny thing about computer chairs is most of them are pretty mobile if you look real close. So that goes about how you'd expect it. Moving on. My grandpa had this dog. A presa canario for the dog people. Don't get ahead of me. So Pete, I'm on the swings at my grandpa's house in Mexico. Yeah, I'm brown. And I'm ready to go inside and get my authentic grub on. And as I'm coming up to the front door, I see dog, I see chain. Attached to nothing. And I'm like, hmm. I do say that is rather curious. I must have gotten like 4 feet before this dog blitzed me. I never stood a chance. And mind you, I'm like 8 to 9 years old here, so this dog looked like a mythical creature in my mind. So immediately I thought it was Reps. In the end, wasn't so bad in hindsight, but for the time that shit was traumatic. And this last one I could think of was purely my own fault, I ain't gonna lie. I used to have a scooter, and you know, as you do, I would ride around. And at the time, I lived in an apartment complex, and they had one of those like underground parking lots, the kind they have at malls or hotels. So me, my brother, and the neighboring kids would ride around the slopes in the garage. And on one of these days, it's going down like any other day. I'm coming down to the final floor, and I am flying down these slopes. Now, I guess my brain just missed the bus that day because I get to the end of the garage, and I slam the fuck out of my face into this wall. And as I peel my face off this wall, I didn't even cry. I just hit the walk of shame back home with half my tooth missing. Took it like a champ though. Keep in mind the garage is structured something like this, so I had plenty of time to break. I must have just really wanted to go through most of my school life looking like courage. Anywho, if you enjoyed that, do me a favor and check me out on the other socials. That'd be much appreciated. And just like I smashed into that wall, you should smash that like button.